morning, children. As I told you, I will continue the Lok Sabha in the next class. So, once again I will come with the Rajya Sabha, how it has been working with the support of the speaker, and speaker takes complete responsibility of maintaining the order and discipline in the house, and because of that all the people whomever they elected with a single transferable oath, and deputy speaker also is appointed, but when speaker is not available or he is out of station, then only the deputy speaker will take up the responsibility. Otherwise, everything is maintained by the speaker itself. Okay, coming to the Rajya Sabha, I said it is Rajya Sabha is a council of states and also upper house. It is also called legislative council or in state level Vidhana Parishad. Indirect election, why I said these Rajya Sabha members are elected by the state assembly, Vidhana Parishad, legislative council I said. So they are, once again, they are elected from the states, and that is experienced person, senior most persons who have got lot of experience in the field of whatever the responsibility that they are holding, and because of that it is also called a permanent house. It cannot be dissolved, and it has the power over the Lok Sabha members to question. So we have 0 hours, that is powers and the functions. When I come, then I will teach you. So before I will teach, I will go with the composition and election of the Rajya Sabha members. Okay, coming to the composition, according to the constitution, there should be 250 members. 238 members are elected by the state assembly and 12 members are nominated. Listen carefully, I said 238 members are representative of states, that is indirect election I already told you, and 12 members are nominated. You cannot use the word elected or appointed, no. You have to use only nominated, then only you will get marks. If at all you say that instead of nomination, if you say instead of nomination, elected, appointed, nomination, nominated. Instead of this, if you use elected, elect or appoint. So, these two words are where you have to use, there only you have to use, not everywhere. Election, appointment are different. So, here I said, President appoints the Prime Minister. Appoints. President appoints the Prime Minister, then only the government will be formed. I already told you, because it is a formality according to the constitution what is written. Already the party member might have been chosen whom to become the Prime Minister, but according to this, then Prime Minister appoints the Prime Minister, then he invites the members of his own government to form, then they take oath in front of President, I told you. So the nominated, he nominates 12 members who are experienced in different fields, who have got experience science, art, then music and work, because those 12 members should be present, because the education minister is appointed. Minister is appointed to be an education minister. When he doesn't have any knowledge about education, he is interested in sports or music, and he is appointed as the educational minister, and he cannot take any decision related to the education, because he will be only important for the sports or the music which he is interested in. So that is why even regarding science, experiment and so on, whoever is having got a good impression in front of the president, and he was noted by the people of the country for their hard work, and those people will be given important, and that is why 12 members are nominated by the President who are well versed in their different subject which is needed for our country to take decision by them. And I also said election. I said indirect election by the Legislative Assembly, that is single transferable vote. They cannot just take whomever they want. So they will be everywhere. For the people are appointed. Say, legislative Assembly members will go with a single transferable vote. According to that, the people will be elected. One more thing I would like to say: the representative of Union Territories also will be there to elect them with a single transferable vote. And one more, that is electoral college. That means who are the members also will be. Electoral college here means when you electoral college will come across the election of the president and the vice president also is mentioned. The electoral college only will elect the president and the vice president. But here it is different. Who are the electoral college in the state and the lower? Municipal corporation members and district board, etc. So these people, here it is in president and vice president to elect, electoral college will be different. Here in the state level, the people are elected, the electoral college composed by municipal corporation or district board. So and so on who are members, so they will also have the opportunity of electing the, what to say, election of the legislative, that is Rajya Sabha members. And coming to the term of office, listen, there is a vast difference between the term of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Most of the time, our children often make mistake, and you are also the same. And instead of Rajya Sabha, you will write Lok Sabha. Instead of Lok Sabha term of office, and you will write Rajya Sabha term of office. Completely different. So I told you Rajya Sabha is a permanent house, and of course the term of retirement is 6 years. Why I mention it is because most of the seniors, and the term is mentioned here 6 years. After completion of 6 years, if they feel that they are not comfortable or the health issues are there, they can resign. If not, they can continue until they can, but 1/3 of the members will retire every 2 years or every second year. You can use any term. Every 2 years or every second year they will be retiring according to the age. There is no age. They can continue. There is no particular age over here, and but the term is 6 years. I told you once again, I will tell you, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, there is a vast difference. Lok Sabha 5 years term, only in the time of emergency it will be extended for 1 more year, and within 6 months they should see that the election takes place. Whereas Rajya Sabha is a permanent house, the term is 6 years, and 1/3 of the members will retire every 2 years. So that is the difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Of course, the qualification according to the here the changes. Citizens of country only can be the member over here, and the age is different. There for the Lok Sabha 25, whereas Rajya Sabha 13 years, and additional qualification whatever according to the constitution what is mentioned, the Rajya Sabha they should have, otherwise they will not be fit to be a member of Rajya Sabha. And office of profit under the government, if at all. I said this qualification, if the person is already working as a government servant and not necessary to once again to give RL. If at all they are appointed to be the Rajya Sabha members, they have to resign from the other house. If they are member of the Lok Sabha and they are appointed to be the member of the Rajya Sabha, they have to resign from one house, and they should be. And also citizens of our country, and if they don't have good health, unsound mind, or else if they are that is if they are arrested or they have any criminal cases under them, then they will not be the member of Rajya Sabha. Vacation of the seat will be the same like as I told you in the Lok Sabha, so there will be no difference. Coming to the allowances, it is fixed for Rajya Sabha. As I told you, they get 50,000 for Lok Sabha members per month. Maybe it is revised every year according to the financial budget time or according to the parliament. So they will be getting the salary from the consolidated fund, and the salaries are fixed, but whenever they go outside for the meetings or different purpose for the sake of the country or for the discussion, so they will get the allowances. Allowances means TAD, travelling allowances, maybe if they are residing somewhere in the hotels, everything will be taken care by the government. They need not spend their personal money. And presiding officer. Presiding officer here is like Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. How the speaker is appointed after the general election. Here, vice president is elected in the Rajya Sabha. So he is also called as ex officio chairman. Ex officio is a special power given to vice president. Ex officio, special power status given to that is for the vice president. And they also elect the deputy speaker. Deputy speaker in the sense it is vice president. Usually they won't get much time. That means the vice president will take up only the responsibility when the president is not in the state or out of station, or he has got some other responsibility, went somewhere else to attend the meeting, whatever may be, or he is resigned from the post. When he takes up the responsibility, when vice president takes up the responsibility, then the deputy speaker will be taking care of other responsibility of the vice president. So I complete this, and regarding the powers and the functions of the members of the Rajya Sabha with the Council of Ministers, I will discuss in the next class. Thank you.